Hey guys, welcome back to the next part of Star Trek Online's walkthrough for the Specters featured episode. This one is going to be dealing with Spin the Wheel. You are to go to the Drozana Station. And of course, I have to admit one thing. This mission has two benefits. One is the synchronous proton distortion prototype assault rifle, which is not even an assault rifle, it's more of a blast assault weapon. The other is the warp cores. This is very important to notice because with the warp cores you can actually go faster, and it's suggested to do so. But yes, this is very important to actually use. The high density proton beam is very useful. It deals proton damage. Of course, the anti-proton bolt setting is literally anti-proton. So yes, this will help you on accumulating your anti-proton accolade for dealing more damage with anti-protons. This particular weapon does level with you. So let's go ahead and do Spin the Wheel. If you've already been to Drozana Station before, this is just a walk in the park. You literally don't have to do much. Just go in, dock, and of course, just walk up to the destinations. In order to find Balin, he's actually at the back of the bar. Of course, setting wise, this is actually very much appropriate, as you want to be able to see your customers and have them walk over to this area. He is Balin. You are to question him. In fact, hang on. Okay, here we go. Instead of talk, you hit question. Go ahead and hit looking for someone, and hit perhaps we can work out some sort of arrangement. If you go tell them to that, you fail and you have to restart the mission, which is more annoying than it is. Otherwise, yes, make a deal and you can start through the mission. Head to the cargo bay, and good lord, these things are annoying. Okay, this is where you need to go, the cargo bay. Okay, scan the replicators and do the windows here. Hail your engineering team. Okay. Do us a favor, scan these. I'm sorry, I picked the wrong one. Alright, fine. Scan each one you actually go to. The first one you need. Well, let me be a little bit simple here. Here's how to actually complete this mission without actually being much of a bother. You go replicators, environmental control, gravimetrics, run all the way down here to defense grid. Okay, then you run all the way back to environmental controls. And then finally replicators. That's how you finish that mission. Very simple, very easy. Then you talk to Balin again, and then you play some Dabo. This mission is very easy, and people say that they don't like these easy missions because it's boring. Well, they say it's boring because there's no action. And quite frankly, they are going to say it. They literally are going to say it's boring. I'm going to sell some stuff as my inventory is getting rather full. But upon completing the missions here, you can actually go ahead and collect yourself a very nice, generous, specific item here. And I'm just clearing out my inventory. Don't worry, I'll get through this real quick. Okay. You're going to want some energy credits when you go with Dabo, because you need it. Okay, talk to Zimara, sorry, is over here. Talk to her, go through the entire thing.
Keep your eyes on the wheel.
She is right here, next to the door. Now play Dabo.
Spin the wheel and win.
It doesn't matter which you pick, but it's suggested to actually have 100 in something. And of course, do 100. Never place anything less than 100. Why? Simple. Because it's helpful to have it.
Buy another drink.
I meant to really say having 100 and Dabo for energy credits is helpful because you get the most amount of Latinum for it. And anything less, you're practically wasting energy credits and getting less Latinum. So, yeah. Oops.
Maybe it'll bring you good luck.
Now, also, too, Dabo is a very good one to go for because, well, it's helpful.
Dabo!
Yeah, I know. She says that because, well, even though you didn't win a Dabo. But hey, look, I've just won 220 Latinum. Latinum is useful for getting holo emitters and ship holo projectors and whatnot. Alright. Talk to her and return to your ship. You're going to need to head to D-Space K7. If you're trying to figure out where K7 is, she's right here. More specifically, if you were to be zoomed out, she is definitely the only point here of a blank zone. Now that you're actually finally here, go ahead and head over to K7. K7's exterior hasn't really changed over the years, but you can easily go ahead and dock to K7. It doesn't really matter where you're at. Alrighty. You gotta consult with the Lieutenant Calapo, which you had to go through this turbo lift. Heading over to Club K7, down the path that I'm actually going through now, will allow you to actually head there relatively eased. Again, this mission is actually pretty much short and simple. Turbo lift down, and he is right here. There's the door, and you walk over here. If you're looking to speedrun this, this is the easiest one to go through. This is actually very easy to, in a sense, speedrun. And of course, hail. Of the items you want to get the synchronized proton distortion prototype assault rifle. You want that weapon. Alrighty. Now that we have this particular weapon, equip it to your main character. Why? Because you need it. Also, too, you want to be able to control what is actually being fired on. This is an exploit weapon, so if you had a sniper rifle, just whip it out. Swip it? No, swap it out. Alright. I'm going to allocate some points here for ground combat, because this is going to be, the next one is a ground combat mission. This is what lies beneath. Yes, I know, this episode is going to be a bit long, or this part's going to be long, but it is going to be important. The triolic pattern enhancer. This is very useful. This gives you damage resistance and proton resistance debuff. What does this mean? You're able to use that proton rifle against people and deal massive damage with it. Okay, let's go ahead and head back to Drozana Station. Alright, once you get to Drozana Station, take an immediate right off the transporter pad once you get off, and head to here. This is where you can actually access the mission. And bring along your crew. You're going to need them. This area is dark, and actually you will need to have the flashlight. I know. Ugh, the flashlight. Actually, it's important to have the flashlight because it makes it easier to be able to see where you're going. Don't worry, the flashlight only lasts for so long, and doesn't last past the mission. Just run past here, and go over to this position here. Examine the door. Find out it's locked, and zap at everything. Yes, they're spiders. But don't worry, it's just a simple divergence. Okay, keep running past there. And make it up to this point. Just zap the spiders. And continue down the way. This mission can actually be pretty short. See, when they've actually fade, use the concentrated proton surge like that. This will allow you to do massive damage to the Davidians. Now head over to here. You'll find out that you need to unlock it. The lock is simple, it's right over here. And there you go. You can easily access the next portion. Just tap this pad here and you can head to the next location. And of course it's stuck. You gotta go ahead and repair certain things. Uh-oh. Yeah, I ran too far. Oh, am I bleeding? Okay, my crew is stuck. Yeah. I can see how they got stuck. But they'll bamf over once I get far enough away. There's no accolades for reading the thing. It just gives the atmosphere that you want. The spooky atmosphere here. But this is a walkthrough, so go ahead and repair this relay. Of course, whenever stuff like that happens, hit a hypo. This will break the hold. Ah, see, my precursors managed to pop out. Okay. Continue past. And you can't go down that way, but you have to go up this way. Yep. Trigger manual release. And yeah, the victim is a Bajoran. Now, okay, reroute relays, and guess what? Fight more spiders. Pretty easy to do. Okay, continue down the path, and guess what? You have to head there, right in front of you. This is actually going to be a bit of a challenge, because you'll be facing a lot. Okay, once they're down, go ahead and bypass the relay. And head towards flashlight. There you are. Makes it easier to see.
Barneykin, Barneykin, I see you. Barneykin, Barneykin, what will you do?
Yeah, actually to disable all this, you actually need to be science to do this. Yeah, otherwise just run past. You'll be fine. I'm not kidding about that, you will be fine. He just vanished. Yes. The guy that you just saw is actually an EMH. But he is the one who's blocking your passage to getting to the next location. So that means you're going to have to go back to the center, right over here.
Barneykin, dress all in red. Barneykin, Barneykin, soon you'll be dead.
Yeah, they changed the voice here, but yeah.
They sent you, didn't they? My little Barneykin? To halt my work, to change my program. You'll not survive to perform such trixies. Oh, no, my pretty Barneykin.
Okay, I gotta admit, that's creepy. But this is good, because guess what? This fits the scenario pretty damn well. He's crazy! Blast his, cap his ass. And yes, he's the only one that actually will hurt your shields. Because as an exploit, it does significant damage to him. So go ahead and fight off the group in a horde, in a sense. Defeat him. Yes, defeat him and the Davidians. And you'll be able to actually handle this very nicely. Ah. Okay. Now that's over, go ahead and take the elevator down. This is a featured episode, so do not expect the Cryptic to shorten this. Like, ever. Don't expect it. They can modify it, but don't expect them to shorten it. Alrighty. This one is going to be a bit of a tricksy. You have to actually search the area. Now then, you had to head to the secondary security console to be able to activate it. Fight off the Davidians when they actually pop up, and you should be good to go. Alright, now that you actually disabled that and faced off the Davidian forces, run back to the door that you initially scanned, and you should be able to be granted access to head back down. Okay. If you're tactical, there are going to be some few things you can actually do for this area. Of course, if you want to examine the body to know that this is 23rd century location and technology. Hopping because of fear of something to fall upon. Yes. Anyways. Yes, tactical, you can actually override the consoles. There's no accolade for this, but this makes the fight at the very end actually much bearable. Yes, and regulate power flow so that you can actually easily go through the entire thing. I won't worry myself too much about these, but these are optional and you don't exactly have to do them. But overall, this will help you in the fight. They're gone? Yeah, apparently there's a glitch right now where they're actually jumping through the areas. There you are. Okay. Although optional, for everything here, doing so will just give you extra experience and extra items if it comes up. Okay. Again, extra experience. It doesn't hurt to have extra experience. And now finally you've reached the final part. This is actually a bit of a challenging fight as you're dealing with this guy again. Okay, once you have defeated them, go ahead and collect your item critters and lockboxes. And of course scan the Davidian portal. Don't shoot at, or okay, you don't have to shoot at, but if you want to, go right ahead. There's nothing going to stop you. And there you go. Just go ahead and beam out, hail your contact, and there you go. Very simple. Unfortunately, you have to go back to K7, so, oh well. More of a meh thing, going to K7 and back. But it's worth it. Okay, once you have completed the mission, or at least get to this part, once you head back to Drozana's, not Drozana, K7, go to any of the computer terminals, and of course scan. And there you go. You have completed that mission. You're currently allowed to actually pick this, but future replays will allow you to pick more things than that. And there you go. You have completed that mission. Congratulations. Next up, we're going to go through everything Otis knew. This one is actually more of a pain in the butt for Federation characters, as you need to have certain things done to get to it. But until then, I'll catch you guys next time, and thank you for watching this part of Star Trek Online's Let's Plays for the Specters.